Whoa! Greetings. Let me turn on the fucking captions, like a smart person. You know, like smart people do. The voices. The voices, they're never gonna leave you. I'm in there. You won't let me in your dreams. But that doesn't mean I can't get in your head. It ain't gonna stop me. Keeping this going somehow? Yeah. Oddly enough, something I learned recently was, I think in the Discord, like in the announcements section, I think I'm gonna update that to be like, announcements and info or something. But basically, if you miss a stream, I think you can still keep your streak so long as you watch the VOD within 24 hours. Which is a neat thing to learn. Along with how lurking works and so on and so forth. I'm learning many things. I'm learning a lot of stuff. Anyway, the stream's working. That's there. Okay, this goes in front of that. There's too many things I've yet to learn or do myself. Yeah. Yeah. No, legitimately, it's just like, go to other people's streams and be like, what do you have to inform me? What information doth ye have to inform me? Yeah, navigate that. Where's the... Just go back to... Just go back to the caravan. Good thing I can't... Good thing I can't learn. Yeah. Look, life is rough. After a certain point, it's just learning. It's so hard. It's so much effort. It's so much effort. Alright. Back to the bullshit. And look! There's no fucking whim! Oh, it's beautiful. I can see. Oh, the sun. It's glorious. Oh, Jesus, it's in my eyes. I'm getting blinded. Oh, God. And that's how I burned my retinas. Still gotta read and shit? Yeah, I know. Big tragedy. Big oof. How dare. I don't know what it is. Now anytime I see, like, a... Anytime I see a blue, now I'm like, oh, I don't trust that. Hi, welcome to the Temple of Silence. I've definitely been here before.
Too slow. So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big. It's colossal.
The anime GTA game. Alright. That's a new one. I'm gonna be real with you. I have so much, like, ad block shit on my computer that I see zero advertisements for anything. Ever. So, like, when something new comes out, I don't know. And it was very funny, because, like, Sonic 3 came out. Like, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, right? It came out, and I had no clue, because I didn't see any trailers for it or anything. And then one day, Ivy just came up to me and was like, hey, we're all gonna go watch Sonic 3, you wanna come with us? And I was like, it's out already? I know nothing. Like, it's gone over my brain. I don't even look at shit in, like, reels and stuff, like, on Instagram, because there's spoilies in there. Like, I go on, I post my shit, I look at people's, like, stories for a little bit, and then I hit the Instagram logo, and then hit the following tab, so I only see stuff from people I follow, like, in chronological order. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I've hit the point where I've, reached all the posts that I've already seen. And then I close the app. So I am like, I'm gone, I don't know jack shit. The irony of effectively, I was gonna say having a job that involves social media, but I'm not making money from this shit. But like effectively trying to make a job out of something that has a high priority on social media and then not really being on social media. Yeah, same. I don't like to know things. That's the other thing, like, with this, I have no clue what's happening. I know zero. The only thing I ever see for, like, the new Genshin updates is, like, the one promotional image for the update. And that's it. I'm like, there we go. That's all I need. That's all my information. Alright.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I thought they were always in the desert, but what the fuck do I know?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking.
Meeting of the minds right here. It's another gacha, but without a gacha. Oh, that's cool. We like progression. I think it's just because I've hit the point, particularly with, like, Genshin and Star Rail, which are really the only two gacha games I really play anymore, that I'm like, I have everything I want, so I don't really care.
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Press the button and hope and pray.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quickly. The scale of this project is enormous. Even with Kaveh, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
I mean, to be fair, we got Kava and Faruzan on the task. I trust them. Anime Spider-Man. Man traveling around in cars and shit. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. See, I think for me, I'm just like... Because I also tried getting into Triple Z, and it's like, after a while, I was just like, eh. Not that it was bad. I was just like, I'm already so invested in Genshin, and at some point I'm gonna go back to Star Rail. That's enough. But hey man, have fun being the anime Spider-Man of your dreams. I wish y'all the best. My boy! And his boy!
You're back. Everything all right?
My boys! God, I love them. And they love each other.
And who are they?
Kaveh, I'd love to tell you, but honestly, I don't even fucking know.
Friends of yours?
More than you.
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kaveh, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
And I love them. Just a question mark.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
I apparently know them. And this is Ben Ben. Don't forget Ben Ben. Kaveh's shoulder is currently blocking him, but Ben Ben's also there. Ben Ben is honestly the only one I care about.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Who's they?
Some scholar or some shit.
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them.
Dichotomy of life.
Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
I cannot stress to you how much I absolutely love Kaveh and Alhaitham. Especially Kaveh.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurabod problem is resolved? What did you find?
I found a bottle.
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Oh yeah, we also ran into Pants. Secondary information. Anyway, we found this cool bottle on the floor. Don't worry. I'm sure there will be plenty more opportunity for me to gush about how much I love the entire cast of Sumeru. Kaveh included.
Wow. Thanks for being there to help them.
Fucking Alhaitham out here doing his again.
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Boy, are they gonna lose their mind when they realize he's a Harbinger, period.
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
Now that he mentions it, it's a little strange. Just a little. Only minorly. Nothing to be concerned about.
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nordcry.
He was unwilling to answer, and then, so why would he tell us he was Dottore's subordinate? Maybe because he's not quite as much of a subordinate as you believe him to be.
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy behind all this?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
She's just like, nah, man, y'all talking in like, y'all playing the fucking pronoun game at this point. I'm a dip. Like, I'm out here trying to have a nice conversation with my boys, and Jet's just like, I'm tired. Dia!
Jet?
Again, I never did the quest. Am I supposed to be aware that you two know each other in some context?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
Funky Bottle.
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Banger. Go off, my boy. Anyway, let's learn about some stuff. Oh, I have two. Okay. Learning. Oh God, reading. Oh, we're fucked, chat. The Mausoleum of King Deshret, a towering structure rising between the heavens and the desert sands, said to be the resting place of King Deshret, Al-Akmar, the king god who once ruled Sumeru. Within its myriad chambers, the king sequestered himself into sequestered himself to plump the depths of forbidden knowledge and truths. I told you, chat, we're fucked. We cannot read. As the fruit of his pursuit, his unfinished grand design, Aru, remains preserved within the tower. Huh. If I recall correctly, the mausoleum, I think, is where the quest with Jet takes place. So maybe we learn about it more there. But again, I didn't do it. By God, it's like I'm dealing with the conses of me quences. I am not even going to attempt to read the name of this location. A board constructed during King Deshret's rule over the Sea of Sand, modeled after the entirety of Sumeru. It stands as a symbol of the God King's foresight and wisdom. Okay, yeah, I could see it. It's got, like... Ironically enough, it has the mausoleum in it. Which is his resting place, so it's weird that it's there, but... It's got, like, a couple locations. Okay, I understand.
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles, which suggests it was hidden quite effectively.
So immediately more reading. Aru, an ideal realm fashioned in imitation of the heavenly principle's act of creation, using knowledge and techniques the goddess of flowers obtained from Celestia. Through it, King Deshret sought to forge a golden slumber that would unite countless forms of wisdom and dream. Though his vision ultimately failed, many souls of the desert's people are said to still wander within. Oh! Damn, King Deshret really do be doing shit. And bots really do be doing the most. Wow. Ban. Thank you.
If these sources prove correct, The energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan.
If it works, it works.
However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out.
Hi, sir. Welcome to the conversation.
The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question.
Go ahead.
Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Okay. So in a different event, there's so fucking many. This was like a tiny side event. At one point, basically, both a random NPC guy and Layla got lost, basically fell through a pile of quicksand and ended up in a random desert temple. And inside said temple was a cat that was possessed by the Ibis King. And, oh hey Mr. Hounded, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. And the Ibis King, Ghost King, and the Crocodile King are 3 of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. And those 3 specifically are, like, sealed in a different realm or something as, like, punishment for something. I don't remember, but, like, the Ibis King specifically, he had, like, a weird connection to cats. So he was able to possess the cats that walked into the temple and talked to people. And then we learned through him that at one point he spoke to Dottore when he was still a student back in the academia all the way back in the day. And then he also made some type of deal or something with Nefer, which is what gave her that funky, like, chess box thing that she used to go into Rarir's past. Y'all keeping up? There's a quiz. Come on, we... Get out of the backrooms. There's a backrooms movie. First I learned there's a, like, gotcha anime GTA game, and now there's a backrooms movie. What the fuck is happening? This is what happens when I see, like, 0 advertising anywhere. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, this is what happens when I'm so chronically offline. By God. Didn't you? Okay, good. I'm not the only one. I literally just went over this, like 10 minutes ago. I have a lot of ad blockers. I see 0 advertisements ever anywhere. And the only shit I ever see online in terms of social media is specifically from the people I follow. Like, I take out all, like, discovery type it's only the people I'm following. And most of them are also, like, other small artists with small businesses and shit, so I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know anything ever. Listen, when the 4th Sonic movie comes out, alright, just like last time, I'm not gonna know until Ivy, like, comes up and taps me on the shoulder and is like, hey, we're gonna go see it this weekend, you wanna come? And I'm gonna be like, what do you mean? Like, it's gonna be exactly the same. History will repeat itself over and over again. Same thing when the next Spider-Verse movie comes out. Same, like... I know nothing.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah, because Sethos was also there. We went with everybody, actually. It was a very, like, short event. But it did hold a little bit of information. For the most part, it was just kind of like, here is the Ibis King, and we had a conversation with him once. And then we left, and it was like, cool. Nice to see you, too. Well, I mean, it is a... It's a scary movie, what do you expect? See, I think for me... If we've learned anything through me... Because obviously I've only just kind of gotten back into streaming within the past few months. But, I do be loving me a horror game. Adore a horror game. They don't really spook me, like, at all, really. But I adore them, because they usually have such, like, good plot. Movies, though, like, scary movies, I find I don't like very much. Mostly because the scares are usually really cheap and the plot sucks. Whereas, like, a horror game... Again, I think it might just be because I have nerves of steel. The scares don't get me too much, but, like, the plot intrigues me, you know? I'd like to get off this ride? No. You're stuck. You're stuck on this ride now. Sorry. You paid the ticket. You're already on the coaster. The safety mechanisms have fallen into place. It's too late now.
According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to.
Depending on how things go, we might be privy to him pretty damn soon.
Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were imprisoned in Aru.
That's what I was saying.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable too.
When I first heard about it, I don't think I was really paying attention. I think I was more thrown off because at some point the Goat King and the Crocodile King, like, came in and were like, dude, it's your turn in the chess game. And then I was like, wait, they're just here? And I can hear them? And also the Ibis King was possessing a cat. And also, like... Listen, we had Sethos, Sino, Tainari, Kava, and Alhaitham all in the same room. There was a lot of funny happening. I was a little distracted.
Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru, and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
Yeah, so... I think it was a thing where he asked them to Dottore, and then I think Dottore answered decently enough where he was like, okay, I'll give you something for it, and Dottore turned him down, I think, which is a good thing. And basically, what the Ibis King ended up doing was asking one of the questions to, like, you know, more and more people as they came by. And if they gave him what he considered to be a decent enough answer, he would give them an item or some kind of power, as, like, a reward for giving an answer that he figured was decent enough. And Nefer was one of them. Like I said, chess piece with the box of the thing that we used from a rear to the thing. Again, keep up, quiz.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the 3 questions, right?
Yeah, so it was a very interesting conversation when you had questions like that coming from that face. I don't think you can blame me for being a little bit distracted.
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer's a friend we met in Notcry.
Not cry. Funny. She showed up here earlier.
I should have expected this. I should have known she's fucking everywhere.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her, too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
There was another lady with her, too? That could be so many people. I mean, Nicole's already involved in the quest, but my first thought went to Lauma, and I was like, huh? What?
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back.
God damn it, we just missed him. Oh, unless it was Nefer 2. There's a lot of options.
One of them said she's made Nodcry her home. If she's the person you were talking about, then...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
It is Nicole! Yeah! Okay. Never in Tibet will you be free. Somehow the people you know will always find you, no matter where you are.
Nicole! Nefer!
You don't have to shout across the temple. You can just walk up to them like a normal person. Behold! Nefer, head of the Curatorium of Secrets and the true power behind the scenes at the Voynich Guild. Like so many others who have made their way to Nasha Town, she too is a kinless exile from a distant shore. However, she is no common soul worn thin by greed. She deftly walks that thin line between power and conspiracy, always looking out for the perfect moment to strike. In the pursuit of intel or riches, you will find no better dealer. Just be sure to come prepared with a payment that is worthy of her time. I appreciate her. Pay the bitch what she's worth. As you should.
Why, hello! We're here to help.
Nicole, a member of the Hexen Circle known as N. She is an angel who did not degenerate into a Seelie, but has instead lived in human form to this day. As she cannot speak, she communicates with others using a unique method, conveying thoughts directly into the consciousness of her opposite. Her knowledge is so profound that she can cite even long-lost histories effortlessly, speaking of them with intimate familiarity. Words are hard. I don't know if we've ever really gotten an explanation as to why the Seelie, particularly the angels, like, converged into Seelies, but again, it's been a very long game, and I forget things. Oh, so hello, Crazy Pop! Welcome from the lair! How are you doing today? Come on in. We're going to watch a nation possibly burn? Hopefully not. Yeah. Doing some siege with others. Nice. Hope it goes well.
It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
What, locked out of the temple? Is there a lock on the door? Why?
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out.
Huh? What? What? Huh? Huh? What? Okay. Sure. That... No cause for concern or anything.
No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself.
Okay, that's... I can understand. But also, what? What? I can... Alright. The thing is, Irminsul is like the heart of Teyvat, basically. I feel like even if it blocks itself off, if something happens, everything would still be screwed. But I also understand, like, blocking off Sumeru specifically, since it's the nation that's, like, most entwined with it. So that, should something absolutely horrific happen, it is contained within thy nation. So...
Irminsul is the source of Teyvat's ley lines, after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Teyvat. It may have been implemented long ago.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Everybody's fucked.
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
Alright, chat, you remember how we only had 10 casualties so far, right? Chump numbers. We've done worse. Nation said, nah, you're stuck here. Get that possibility rate up higher.
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
Nefer is very busy.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time, so I do know a thing or two about him.
Yeah, so this is the interesting thing. A moon envoy. This is something that got brought up before. So Nicole, I believe, is a moon envoy or was a moon envoy. And then, oddly enough, in the Lantern Rite this year, when we spoke with Zabai, one of the very few things I actually recall in the multiple conversations with her is the fact that she, I believe, was also a moon envoy once upon a time. And I don't quite know what that means. But the Ibis King was apparently also one. So Nicole probably knew him by proxy of that. Or at least of him.
As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves. Wouldn't you say?
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time.
I mean, she's not wrong.
But that's where we angels come in. Our duty, ultimately, is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires and help bring them to fruition. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
I refuse.
Alright, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, we, i.e. Lumine, Paimon, Lauma, and Nefer 2, we're all stuck in some memory entrapment bullshit with Nefer, and basically saw, like, her upbringing, downfall of her little, like, desert tribe, trials and tribulations of being in the academia, her rise to conspiracy bullshit. So I know a few things. Alas, Nicole was not present. So...
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Oh, you sweet summer child, you tried your best.
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me like a shadow.
Do you wish to shake them off?
I don't know, Nicole. It's pretty hard to get sand off once it's there. It's everywhere. and you think you got it all, and then suddenly the next day, like you get up from your chair or some shit and there's sand all over it. How the fuck did it get there? I thought I got it all out. Nope. Sand. Sand will never leave. The sand sees all, the sand knows all, the sand claims all. You become one with the sand. I hate sand.
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll always be a part of me.
100% yes. Even if they're bad memories, even if the emotions are not good, every awful thing you've ever dealt with in life has, in part, molded you into the person that you are today.
In that case, would you like to hear my perspective, at least?
If your perspective is that those memories do not need to take a hold of you and that you can become better from them and learn from them and so on and so forth, then yes, you are correct.
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious. Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angels' demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade, and the emotions slip away along with them. If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not take long for the memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade. Both love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
Nicole? Nicole, why must you be so goddamn wise? Why must you be so full of truth and wisdom?
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate.
Yes, but here's the thing, Nefer. If the thing you hate is gone, then how are you going to live off of spite? What is there to spite against? The thing's gone. Thrive on spite. Live on spite. Do things out of spite. What is there to spite if no thing? If no place? If no object? If no person to do in spite of?
Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers. We all need a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little, but I won't work for free.
Yay, the spite worked! Spite always wins.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you?
She very well might.
What do you think?
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
Just cover my travel expenses.
Alright, that's doable.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
Nefer 2, the most capable employee of the Curatorium of Secrets and also a young treasure hunter active in Nodcry. She might normally seem reckless, like a lone boat swaying amidst the wind and waves, and utterly lacking in professional composure. But in moments of crisis, she always manages to advance and overcome, finding safe harbor in the end. This harsh land has taught her precious lessons in survival. Always imagine the worst possible outcome and hold to one's instinct to escape, but never give up easily on a problem lying before you. Also, never, ever, ever let go of the rudder in your hand. Ugh.
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the Curatorium.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa. Don't worry, boss. You can count on me.
We believe in you, Nefer 2.
And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
Hooray!
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either.
Who do you think you're talking to, Nefer?
I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
I haven't seen her either, sweetie. I don't know where the fuck she is.
She's still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long.
My boys at college incoming! I hate them! I love them!
Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
I was gonna read that as shut. So that just tells you that I can't read.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Oh, yes. Kava, say hi to the girlies. Girlies, say hi to Kava.
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
It is interesting because, Nefer's got a connection to the Ibis King, and then Thino has a connection to Herbanubis, who I think also has a connection to Sethos, but I'm not sure. So we got 2 people with connections to 2 of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. Technically, we also just spoke to a Pep, who is apparently also one of the 7 pillars, despite not wanting to be. It's a bloody mess. I touched a window and now everything's everywhere.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Now, Dia, you know that's a loaded question.
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Alright, welcome to the introduction party, everybody.
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Haha, JK, it's Nicole, she knows everybody. Fuck you.
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without moving your mouth.
She's just that talented.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
What is it, Kale?
Concerned father.
It's you! You're the voice who's been speaking in my head, aren't you? You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon, and got me to recite that magic prayer.
Again, round of applause to Nicole for being the one and only person to say, hey, why don't you ask God about that? Thank you. You know, Paimon could learn a lot from her.
Mm-hmm. I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
That's a good question, actually.
Oh, Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history.
Yep! And she's also an amazing sculptor!
You could say she's a real creative type.
Again, we love Nicole.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Kala is so lost, she's so confused. Why are you speaking in my head?
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the djinn only when recited by you?
Why was Irminsul on fire in that one dream that one time? There's a lot of good questions here.
I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible.
Maybe it's those funky god remains you had in you that one time. I don't know. You motherfuckers. You're currently in the you can't do the... Okay. Fucking, I try to pause and I can't pause. Anyway, break time, I'm out of water. Y'all know what to do, chat. Get your drinks, get your snacks, grab a pillow, do your stretchies, go to the bathroom, do whatever it is you gotta do. Now is the time, and we'll be back to discuss Kale's secret. Because apparently we're gonna do that now.
Relax.
Thanks, Riku. Okay, good news, chat. We met the sneeze quota. Walked into my fucking room with the glass of water in hand. It's like, what? So sneeze quota is met. Is this a throne? Is this a... I mean, I would guess it is, but it's odd that it doesn't give me the option to sit on it. Hi, Herbanubis. Listen, there's a quota of minimum 1 sneeze, alright? Sometimes we don't always meet it. Sometimes we do. You gotta celebrate the small things in life.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Huh. Quit following me.
No, it is this way. Okay, well, fuck me, I can't climb the walls, I guess.
Quit following me.
Minimum 1. There's room for more. There's room for improvement.
I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
These are her friends and family, okay? These are her fathers, her 2 dads, her uncles, and also I am here.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
That's the goddamn right. You win. You win. God damn.
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed, I have no problem with it.
Covering up Paimon and Traveler for a second. And of course excluding Nicole. Because she's the one currently talking about it. This is her family. These are her dads, these are her uncles. Yeah, kill him, but in Minecraft.
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is, there's no need for me to hide it from my closest friends.
Closest friends? It's so nice to hear that.
Sir, you are literally her uncle.
All right. In that case, I'll get right to it. Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure it. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place.
With the bastard in charge.
There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains.
One guess as to who the fuck the creepy guy in question is.
I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories.
Then I think Sino, like, siphoning some of it out of you might help too.
Anyway, so you're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with?
You know, I just thought about it. The poem that Nicole had her recite was from the Goddess of Flowers. Are you telling me the remains that fucking Dottore got his hands on were that of the Goddess of Flowers? Or someone in relation?
Yes. Those were the remains of
Oh my
Nabu
god.
Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
Oh my god, I love being right. I love being right. Oh boy, I sure do love being right. Why'd that make me southern? Why did being correct make me so southern? Okay. It was the goddess of flowers. Good to know.
What?
Look at the bottle like, the fuck?
Huh. Fascinating.
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why?
Look, she's been through a lot. Tanari's been the one taking care of her for the majority. I'm pretty sure he's like, yeah, that's fair.
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the djinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar?
Yeah, you're not part of the family. Get out of here!
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the Eternal Oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for.
And then Dottore showed up and was like, cool god fragments, I'm gonna take that, thank you.
Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her all this time without even realizing it.
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers is inside my body is... it's a strange feeling.
It's okay, sweetie, she's dead. It's alright, sweetie, she's dead. You don't have to worry about that.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
I mean, I guess it does seem a little weird to be like, the fragments of a dead god are within my being. I feel like it'd be a little worse if it was like... fucked up my headphones here. But, I feel like it would be worse if it was like an alive god? You know? Because then there's the possibility of them having, like, an impact on your life and your autonomy and such, but the fact that she's dead, it's like, you just get kind of funky powers, but, like, really specific activation and doesn't really show up, but like, hey, cool.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
I mean, to be fair, This man is literally possessed by a god. There is a god in his being that can just possess him at will. Your dad understands, sweetie.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis's Ba fragments that I could bear.
Okay, damn, go off, sir. Hermanubis, one of King Deshret's 7 pillars, Saint Hermanubis, the greatest of sages. The only one among the 7 pillars to ascend from humanity to the rank of a god's familiar. Born of the Tinar people, he was a sage and warrior known far and wide. Sincere, steadfast, kind, and steady, he earned widespread respect. He was the guide of all priests, and within the academic world, he is honored as a foundational figure of desert civilization. Following the passing of King Deshret, Hermanubis led his people to the city of where he founded the Temple of Silence to preserve and steward all manner of knowledge. To safeguard this lofty and hidden order, he shattered himself so that his power might be inherited by those who came after. To this day, the members of the Temple of Silence raise their voices in praise of Hermanubis. May his name endure through the ages and his valor remain immortal across all time. As his peers among the 7 pillars, whether they admit it or not, all held a deep-seated respect for Hermanubis. Did that include a pep? Because I feel like it may not have included a pep. Even now, a millennium later, the mention of his name stirs memories of the days when they once gathered together in fellowship. Swell guy. Honestly, if there was anyone for Sino to be possessed by, sounds like a good guy for the job.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tainari.
Oh, he gets him so well.
Not my intention.
I love them.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
I'm sorry the man's got jokes. God forbid a bitch is funny.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
God, I love them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the goddess of flowers?
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings.
Okay, the goddess of flowers was also an angel. Good to know. And we appreciate it. Listen, I said it in the Discord before, okay? It's the best kind of joke. Sino is nothing but dad jokes. It's the best kind of joke. Hands down.
Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning. The Mother of Dreams? Lord of flowers and oases? She must have had a premonition. That is why she gave that dream to you.
We won't let her efforts go to waste.
Even in death, she's like, Kale, the nation's on fucking fire. Everything's gonna burn to the ground. The whole thing's gonna be reset. The man's gonna retcon everything. Run. Tell your god and run.
But I still don't understand. Why me?
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with god remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted.
She's just that good?
I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will.
Congrats on assimilating a god.
Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not change. All right, any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
I like how it says family members of the patient, like, in quotes. Take the quotes out. That's what this is.
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into action.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed, the scale of the work to follow is daunting, to say the least.
Do your best.
Haven't you handled other big projects before?
Tanara, you say that like those big projects involved the entirety of a nation collapsing down in front of us.
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a total nightmare.
God damn it, he's trying his best.
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
We did just slap it in his face, why don't you all hate them?
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Fuck yeah, you tell him.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
That's the power of all Hatham, babe. That's the power of the two of them having a conversation. In an instant, self-doubt, gone. Buy yours now. Get yourself an all Hatham. The man will provoke you so much, your self-doubt will disappear out of pure spite alone.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
Faruzan! I haven't seen you this entire time!
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
I have a harmonica if that makes you feel better.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar, come take a look.
impromptu grading of Nicole's work. Thank you. God, she didn't even agree. It was just like, I hear that you are quite the scholar. Well, sculptor. I hear you're quite the sculptor, Nicole. I mean, I don't want to talk about myself too much. Well, if you don't mind, we're going to grade you now. Huh? Excuse me? I didn't ask for critique. Sir?
Oh, well, if you insist, I suppose there's no harm in showing you.
Whoa. Where did that come from?
Don't worry about it. Funky squirrel. I'm so interested. It's so interesting to me that she chose this one, because Nicole has, like, made some pretty interesting shit. Like, particularly the statue that you go to for her, like, leveling, God, what is it? The reputation, basically, in Nodcry for her area specifically. That statue's pretty as fuck. This squirrel just looks like it did a superhero landing.
Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet. What do you think? Striking, isn't it?
Oh my god, that squirrel actually did do a superhero landing!
Kaveh? Kaveh, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Farazan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
Yeah, posture. Posture! Tenari demands good posture! For this quest specifically, good posture is a requirement. I love how we're on the cusp of, like, this big event of trying to, you know, get the fucking... get Aru to, like, function with the Akasha thing to rerun the stuff, and it's like they're busy trying to work that out, and effectively the Sage's like, yo, shit, come look at this cool-ass statue!
Alright, but hang on a moment. I have to finish reviewing this proposal first.
He's a busy man.
You called? What is it, youngster?
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Farazan, finally there's someone older than you!
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually, I didn't really have a specific theme in mind. I just started working on it, and this is how it turned out.
God, that's such an art mood. Oh, he doesn't know. No one tell him. That's such a fucking art move, though. But I don't know. I'm gonna just work on it. It'll end up as something eventually. It'll basically become a living being as I start to work on it.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
She makes them.
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring do, right?
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside.
Damn, Farazan coming out here with the art critic deeper meaning bullshit, whereas Nicole is like the me side of art, which is, I don't know, I just think it looked nice.
Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the heavens, it would lend a greater gravitas to the overall image. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. It has a certain classical beauty about it. Kaveh!
Everyone is bothering Kaveh. Kaveh is like, we are in a crisis. I'm trying to work and save a nation here, and everyone's like, Kaveh, come over here. You gotta look at the statue of a squirrel.
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't wait up for me.
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
Yay! Somebody who finally appreciates Kaveh's aesthetics!
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore. That's it. Once I get back, I'm going to sculpt a heroic squirrel pointing its finger towards the sky.
Precisely. A declaration of victory. You understand my vision. Then place the two statues face to face.
Yes! That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, it's just two art nerds having a good conversation. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is me.
It'll be a masterpiece, Miss... I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Just call me Nicole. Madame Faruzan? Was it?
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire.
Yeah, this is true.
My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work. In this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical aesthetics. Meeting you was truly a pleasant surprise.
This is a combo I like. I like them being friends. I enjoy this.
Honestly, I feel the same way. It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you Madam for nothing. Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after generation of them.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes? What exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, honey. So many things. Nicole just called her old. Listen, Faruzan thrives on her age, okay? Should anyone not refer to her as Madam, as she must be properly referred to due to everyone else being far younger than her, she gets very upset. She is your elder, she shall haveth your respect. Right? It's like... And it's so funny, because it's just like, how are you, young lady? And it's like, oh, sweetie, if only you knew.
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Faruzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Just for a little bit.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
Oh, I love them. This is the friendship I enjoy. Behold a squirrel. They're so deep in conversation now, I cannot speaketh to them.
Let's not tell...
Good idea.
Kaveh, sweetie, you good? He's busy.
Paimon, thanks again for your notes. I'm done copying them, so here you go. You're welcome. Just let Paimon know if you ever need help again.
Layla! Hey, sweetie, how you been?
Oh, so many books. More than I could ever read in my life. But I've learned a lot that the textbooks could never teach me. I never realized that people in the distant past thought about some of the same questions we ponder today.
We haven't seen her at all this entire time. I'm happy she's here. I love Layla. I love all of Sumeru. How you doing, boys?
What's wrong? You look a little depressed.
Kale got a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers, and all I got was one of the 7 pillars who served under King Deshret. I lost out, didn't I?
Sir, this isn't a contest.
That's what you're upset about? You're such a child.
The man just found out that his adoptive daughter has the remains of a dead god inside her, and he's just like, damn it, she beat me. What she has is way cooler. Yeah, that's how you know he's the fun dad.
Good to finally meet you in the flesh. It's a little surreal seeing you here after exchanging letters for so long. In my head, the boss of the Curatorium of Secrets didn't look so young.
Sounds like you have some history then?
Any budding mercenary group needs a steady supply of intel. They, in turn, can prove an exceptional source of the same. The Curatorium of Secrets is happy to cooperate with friends from all over the world. If you're interested, you'd be very welcome to join our network too, Miss Dia.
Can't say no to a solid partnership, especially out here in the desert. Having intel can mean the difference between life and death.
Dia working with Nefer is not something that I expected, but now that I'm thinking about it, that is legitimately scary. Good for them.
But cooperation's built on mutual trust, and there isn't much contact between the desert and Nodcry. So, I'm guessing you reached out to Jet first, Miss Nefer? What's behind your interest in the desert? Nostalgia? Or is there someone you're looking to take care of? Let's put all our cards on the table first. Things will go more smoothly that way.
I like your style, Flame Mane. Actually, I had this same discussion with Jet before we started working together. To be clear, I have no intention of using you for any ulterior motives. And I have no enemies in the desert as things stand now. Were that to change, I wouldn't drag outsiders into a conflict that doesn't concern them. There's no point in doing certain things if you don't do them yourself. Wouldn't you agree?
If you're gonna kill a bitch, do it yourself.
Well said. Taking responsibility for one's own affairs is the way of the desert folk. Huh. It's like you're one of us.
Well, Jet, don't go saying that now. That's gonna cause some problems.
You sure that's a compliment?
Absolutely.
I'll take it. Perhaps we can discuss our cooperation in more detail now?
Sure. I love working with no-nonsense people. And you certainly fit that description. I look forward to a fruitful partnership.
As do I, my friends.
Ugh. I like how we're literally still in the same fucking room, basically. And I already drank all my goddamn water again.
Relax.
I'm trying, Riku, but I'm out of water. Which means my throat's fucked, which means I can't relax. Love you, though. Alright, chat. Water break. You know what to do. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Whee!
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
He's right, though. To the Great Hall of Truths! Which is, over there somewhere. Oh, it's blue. Oh, I don't like the blue. I said it before, I'll say it again. I don't like the blue. Don't trust the blue. That's too that right there. That's too blue.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Thank you, Mr. GPS. It's nice in here. Goddamn. Look at them birds.
Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. What is this place now, a tourist attraction? Ah, closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor? Surely you're not just here to chat.
I didn't even realize, like, for a solid second that's the Ibis King. It just went over my head. I was like, what the fuck?
You surmised correctly. We are here to carry out a rather enormous project.
Ho, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the gaping void in our lives?
Given the lives you live? Probably.
Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Crocco's faces. All this activity is making for quite the special day. I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you doing here?
Oh, this is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough.
They're in jail and you're laughing at them.
When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings. Truly hysterical.
Why, you... Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilipar. Goatee, Crocco, and I all have the same problem. But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get in here?
There is so much, like, back-end lore that I'm like, huh? Why?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world threatens to burst you at the seams.
Okay, damn! This bottle's throwing shade. My god.
Turf.
This is a sassy bitch?
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
I mean, to be fair, I too love me some sass. And this is Umera, but the shoe and actual Egyptian gods in our anime gacha game lore. In name alone. Alright, Listen, there's a lot of stuff happening all the time. You gotta keep up.
Time is of the essence. Let's get down to business. We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, then please consider lending us your aid. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first resolve the problems that plague the three of you.
What, are we breaking the bastards out of jail?
All right, stop arguing, Croco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The 3 questions are the crucial thing here. But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found a new answer?
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer, not the one King Deshret was looking for.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
Time.
Okay, damn, go off.
And that's not only the answer to the final question, it's the answer to all 3 of them. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually fade into nothing. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. Only time can distinguish between right and wrong. You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined they are to believe that only time is qualified to be their judge.
No, yeah. Go off, Nefer, goddamn.
Time. Well. Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love and hate, right and wrong, the rise and fall of all things back to their point of origin.
Or maybe he kept you all trapped here so that as time passes, you would, I don't know, self-reflect, become better people, see the error of your ways on whatever the fuck you did that might have gotten you imprisoned in the first place. I don't know, I ain't him. Okay, well, you got your answer, buddy. He's dissolved into nothingness. The primordial ocean got him. Okay, hi. Alright, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wasn't expecting them to, 1, be present, and 2, have full models. God damn. Yeah, those designs, though. Wow. Now, granted, based on actual, like, Egyptian stuff, but god damn. He looks so cool.
This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long, long time. You have my sincere gratitude.
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Yeah.
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You 3 seem to be in good spirits.
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think Nefer could ever go to jail. She'd outsmart the judge. Is it Toth or Thoth? Toth? Thoth? Te? Huh? Really? The Ibis King. One of King Deshret's seven pillars, the Scribe of Scribes. Oh, he'd get along with Alhaitham. The Ibis King. Actually, no, he wouldn't. The guy talks too much. Alhaitham would be so annoyed by him. Once a moon envoy, he could once have stood among the gods, only to be defeated by King Deshret and brought into his service. Among the seven pillars, the Ibis King embodies the wisdom of King Deshret. He is exceedingly cunning, possessed of formative intellect, and prowess for offering counsel to King Deshret. Within Sumeru's academic circles, some scholars believe that many of the desert's upheavals can be traced to this clever king. Certain texts record him as a flatterer and a god of deceit. After being imprisoned in Aru by King Deshret, he bestowed 3 gifts: the power of deceit upon the upon whoever the fuck that is, the power of being loved upon the royal heiress, and the eyes of seeing through hearts upon a girl of the Shimti, Nefer. The long ages of torment have softened Toph considerably, and his constant stream of jokes and witticisms now makes him seem notably more approachable. Hey, I'm gonna let you know of a guy right now who's quite full of jokes given the circumstance. It's not Hermanubis' choice. And he ain't the one saying the jokes. But you know, there's some commonality in the funny here.
Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you, Thoth the Ibis King.
It's Thoth.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you two getting along so well.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves, or...
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino, and this is the former Spantamot sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
To be honest, I don't know much about Sethos at all, but I like how he went, nice. Sure. Like, why are we repeating the same word 3 times, buddy? Is it the stress? I can't blame him if it's the stress.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than you can imagine.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me something to talk about with my chosen disciple.
Yeah, by the by, we had a conversation with Nefer back in Nodcry. Basically, this guy right here is the closest thing she has to a father figure. Congratulations, Nefer, you get to meet your dad.
You're like a helpless parent.
No, that's her dad. Oh. Sobek, one of King Deshret's 7 pillars, a captain of captains, Sobek the Crocodile King. He could once have stood among the gods, only to be defeated by King Deshret and brought into his service. Among the 7 pillars, the Crocodile King embodies the strength of King Deshret. While ruling over war with a hot-tempered and straightforward nature, he also blesses the land with abundance. His statues are commonly found in oases and water temples. Legend tells that he was King Deshret's foremost general, who campaigned across many lands. Awed by his raw strength, tenacity, and fury, some mercenaries secretly worship him as their god. Sobek was once competitive and bellicose, but after being imprisoned in Aru alongside Hersaf and Thoth, he had to pass the time with tabletop games and has since grown more easygoing. Passing the time with the tabletop games and this guy being all full of jokes now. Everyone's just turning into Sino. Harisaf, one of the King Deshret's 7 pillars, the Minister of Ministers, the Goat King. Could have stood amongst the gods only to be defeated by King Deshret and brought into his service. Among the 7 pillars, the Goat King embodies the rulership of King Deshret. His manner is enigmatic and thoughts meticulous. He is the executioner of King Deshret's authority, yet he prefers to remain neutral. Generally, unless a matter of great consequence arises, Harisaf will offer no concrete opinion. Silence is his cunning, and observation his wisdom. It is hard to say why he has come to be this way. Yet, such is the way he exists. Even after being confined within Aru, he seems essentially unchanged. Good for him. Good for him. He's had to watch the 2 of these fuckers slowly convert into Sino, and he's just standing there like, I cannot believe I was trapped with the 2 of you for this long. They look sick as shit, though.
Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world. Self-awareness is one of my finest qualities. I thought I ought to share its fruits with you two.
I mean, he clocked. He clocked it, though. He's like, sir, you've just become a dad. And it's like, he clocked it.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state your wishes, young ones.
The nation's fucked.
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for you in return.
Save the nation! Save the tree! Everything's gonna be on fire! I just realized they're the primary colors.
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before, and we need your help.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Well, maybe stop doing shit.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma, and is currently receiving treatment from the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Yeah, buddy, I couldn't believe it either. I also didn't know she existed.
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instincts. Ah, good heavens.
Don't worry. It was out of spite. So it's okay.
Oh, I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt for the Archons. I suppose she and Kusanali must have some history.
You can help us make history too.
Yeah, that'll get him.
A smooth talker. Well said, lad.
He knew. He knew when to hop in. He was like, hey, you want to be on it? You want to be in on it? Come on.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, We can use its technology to our advantage.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irminsul itself.
Okay, well then fucking get to work.
Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be...
Sir, you were literally imprisoned there for how long?
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues. We have no choice but to go all in on this.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people living in Sumeru. They need you, and they need Aru.
Sino brings up quite the compelling case.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies? Shall we lend our support or not?
Why did he refer to all of them as old fogies? Sir, you're insulting yourself.
Since you ask so nicely, naturally.
Naturally what? Are you for or against?
What do you think naturally means?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally.
It's a fucking Abbott and Costello act here. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know's on third. Who's on first naturally? Kind of bullshit. Like sir?
You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved within?
Now I gotta figure out what the fuck the golden slumber is. The early form of the ideal paradise envisioned by King Deshret, free of all limits and constraints. In essence, it is an illusory realm formed from the convergence of countless souls and minds. Sure.
We do. We understand the risks involved.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia. Knowing this, are you sure of your decision?
Listen, buddy, Kava found some stuff randomly in the desert that apparently used to belong to King Deshret and made Marak out of it. So, I think, theoretically, if you gave Kava the schematics, for Aru, he'd probably be able to, like, reconstruct something kind of familiar to it later down the line. I think we'll be fine. It's like, we'll never come this close to a utopia again. Okay, well, you failed the first time. And we've been doing pretty good without it so far. So, I think we'll live.
We are sure. Before people can dream, they must first live.
If your minds are made up, very well. We shall summon our erstwhile colleagues to discuss this further. Saint Shezepank, Saint Bennu, once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret. But now, we invoke the right to awaken you with our voices.
Hold on, I'm trying to do the math in me heads. 3 of them. That's 2 more, that's 5. A Pep. And then Sina, who has Hermanubis. That's 7. Alright, we got him. Sir? Sir, you've summoned an earthquake.
Saint Binu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Saint Shezbank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Okay, first of all, bullshit. There's 4 kings here. Sino counts. How dare you? Also, what? Oh, they look cool. Oh, they look cool, though. Oh, they look so cool, though. Oh. Banu, one of King Deshret's 7 pillars, Saint Banu, the most radiant, unlike the 3 kings. Banu is an intelligent construct fashioned by King Deshret, who entrusted him with the duty of guarding the gates of Aru. Banu possesses a will of his own. He watches over the eternal utopia within Aru, the Golden Slumber. Following the passing of King Deshret, he ceased his own functions and fell into stillness. Despite being an intellect construct, Banu possesses a remarkably vivid personality. Serious and earnest, he detests having his plans disrupted and has little tolerance for irresponsible colleagues. He has also frankly stated that among the 7 pillars, the colleague he admires the most is Hermanubis, the Sage of Sages. Again, he's right there. Just have him possess Sino for like 5 minutes. I know he just said it, but I already forgot how it's pronounced. One of King Deshret's 7 pillars, Saint Shizbenik, the most holy. Unlike the 3 kings, he is an intelligent construct fashioned by King Deshret al-Akmar, who entrusted him with the duty of overseeing all the jinn in the world. He possesses a will of his own. Following the passing of King Deshret al-Akmar, he ceased his own functions and fell into stillness. Though he and Banu are both intelligent constructs, their personalities are worlds apart. Where Banu is severe, Shishbanik is leisurely. In times past, he would often wander the desert in his spare time, asking travelers all manner of questions. Driven by a profound curiosity, he will tirelessly pursue any matter that piques his interest to its very heart. Looking back, this was perhaps because he oversaw the jinn whose mother was the goddess of flowers, an angel of wisdom who delighted in posing questions. Through what the jinn relayed to him, he too developed a fondness for inquiry. In short, he believes that maintaining a leisurely air is a good thing, a piece of worldly wisdom for navigating life, a sentiment much to Banu's annoyance. He also often thinks fondly of his old colleague, Hermanubis. So if you'll just turn your head like 45 degrees.
Ah, Lord Herreshoff. What a long time it has been. I trust you are keeping well.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that same phrase, in life, death, and now even beyond.
Look, sometimes you gotta have like a catchphrase, man. Sometimes you gotta have stuff, like when there's a break, you have a line. When you start the stream, I don't have a line, but when I end the stream, I got a line. You gotta, when people follow, there's a line. Like, that, you gotta have a little bit of a script in your life, but not too much script. Live wild, but have structure where it's required.
Al-Akmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
Aru is the pride of Al-Ahmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Okay, well, Sino will agree on behalf of Hermanubis, I would assume. We've basically convinced these 3 guys to agree. And there's 7 of them in total, so it's an odd number. Majority rules, we win. We also have to go to a PEP, and whether or not a PEP agrees doesn't matter because, again, majority rules, but also unanimous consent, so we're fucked.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Ahmar was a stern ruler, he was also a teacher of wisdom. A god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
Ah, joke's on you. We've already spoken to it.
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh?
It's the hilarity of making like a snake-faced, like, lion body winged creature, sphinx type thing. Who's like the cataloged remains of an old god, effectively. Just go, huh?
Can someone attest to this? Do we have any proof?
I ask the 3 kings, can any of you vouch for the truth of this claim?
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
Get called out, bitch.
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
I like this guy. I like the goat. He immediately was like, hey, it's on you, bitch.
Harishef, you diabolical fiend.
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
Again, turn your heads just like a few degrees in the direction of the man with a jackal helmet on.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezpank, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our remit. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that those before us understand the significance of what they intend to do.
Yeah, it's never gonna be made again. You're missing out on the utopia. It was the last thing of the King Desh. We're kind of in a hurry.
Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the Golden Slumber will return to the ley lines. And once the ley lines flow again, these souls shall in turn be received by Irminsul.
Okay.
To take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king to a permanent end.
Except it's not a perfect afterlife because by your own admission, he never really finished it.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way. But no matter. Saint Benu approves.
Hooray!
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon AAFTE made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate Aru. By the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will, let the gates of Aru be reopened.
Everyone prepare yourself, it's blue! It's all fucking blue.
What's this? Are we under attack?
No, it's just the souls of the damned.
No. Wait, it's...
These look like souls. Silhouettes approach us from within the light, then pass through our bodies like wind through a veil. Yeah, it's just the souls of the damned. Don't worry about it.
Here you are. Through the sands of time. I see you.
Father. Father, is it really you?
How the fuck did he end up in there?
It's Jet's father, Jibriel! That's right! He entered the golden slumber, didn't he?
I am apparently severely suffering from the lack of not having done that one fucking side quest. I thought it was just supposed to be like random catacomb crawling adventures and shit. Her dad's fucking dead. What happened? Huh? I'm so confused. I like the water though. That's nice caustics. Look at that water caustics going around. Oh, they're pretty. I love them.
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown, strong as a wild beast, and without shedding a tear.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this. What should I do for you?
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Samael, is finally free. I am truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
That's good advice. Oh, there he goes. Goodbye, sir. And he's a bird now. Oh, wee!
Father! Father! Father.
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to eat? Maybe it'll help you feel better.
Paimon, I don't think food is, the thing she needs right now. I think what she needs is a therapist.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father again meant the world to me. He was trapped in the golden slumber for our sake. And now, after all this time, he can finally rest in peace. I'm glad. It's a huge relief.
You've grown strong, Jet. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where it belongs. My family, the good times and the bad. Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems we did a good deed today.
Me in the back like, who the fuck was that guy?
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, Aru is open. Now you have your opportunity, and with it, whatever trouble may ensue. Although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmanship was nevertheless required to build the gate that connects it to this world. Perhaps the relationship between gods and humanity follows a similar principle.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but please entrust the task to your most accomplished scholars, or Bennu will be most displeased.
Don't you worry, Kava is on the fucking case.
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with humans.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all eternity.
Loving the Goat King. Loving the Goat King.
All of us? What does this have to do with me?
Yeah, the fucking Sobek over here's just an impartial party. He's just kind of standing around.
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience. Unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done within the mausoleum.
Alright.
Amazing. And all this is achieved just with the power of Aru?
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away. This is the reward you have earned.
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side? Do we have the manpower?
In technology, we have a Kava and a Farazan. In terms of, like, sheer intellect, we've got a Riku and an Alhaitham. We also have consultation from Nicole, probably, who knows some shit. We got people. We got people.
Why, yes. I've already contacted them. They'll be here soon.
Yay! What do you mean I finished? What do you mean it's... New quest. Okay, I was about to say. What do you mean I finished the thing? I finished that act. Wait for the researcher to arrive. It's probably Kava and or Alhaitham. which is over there.
You must be Sethos, the successor to the Temple of Silence. Hello.
Yep, that's me. Nefer, right? That's what I heard the others calling you. Judging by your outfit, I'm guessing you come from the desert too?
No one is gonna leave her alone about that. Not a single soul is gonna stop nagging Nefer about being from the desert.
That's right. Started off in the desert, went to the rainforest, then went from there to Nodcry, where I work as an intel broker.
I'm shocked she is giving that information out freely.
Huh. Well, this is interesting. You don't seem to talk about yourself all that much. Yet here you are, volunteering your life story to me. However abridged.
Maybe I'm looking to make some new friends.
I like making friends too. I'm easier to talk to than Sino and a little more streetwise than Tainari.
How dare you, I love them.
Which is why you came over this way, giving me the chance to strike up a conversation with you.
Was I that obvious?
I think you did fine. You were mindful of my attitude and hoped to lure me in through sentiment.
Lure you in isn't exactly how I'd put it. I see it more as an invitation.
An invitation to what?
To put down your luggage. Lay down your burdens. To return to your homeland. And be truly welcome in the place you once felt so estranged from.
Damn, okay, go off, sir.
You're a more interesting heir to Bamun than I was expecting.
Since you're familiar with my grandfather, I'll assume you're aware of our situation. I'd like to make friends with you. And I think you'd be a great asset to us.
Again, didn't do Sino's quest. I don't know jack shit about Sethos. I'm like, who the fuck are we talking about?
Not to mention the power you and I both hold. Originally belonged to the same organization.
What power did he hold? I don't know.
Aha. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
I don't know shit. God damn it. And it's funny because the two of them are just being like, so what's your student doing? Well, what's your student doing? Well, they're busy over there being fathers. That's what they're doing.
Do you hear that? Sounds like your teacher is scolding mine.
Huh. Classic.
Did you see her? She's a former Vahumana student who dropped out of the academia and went to Nodcry to work as an intel broker. There's more to her than meets the eye.
He knows. Shit! Nefer! Get the brick!
How can you tell? Do the Matra have information on her?
Some, but nothing telling. I'm basing it on the fact that she seems to be an expert liar. She can fool many with her words.
He knows too much.
A sixth sense for liars after investigating so many of them, I take it?
Yep. What about you? What do you make of her?
A little earlier, in the corner, I noticed she gave some supplies to Jet and had her deliver them to the main group.
She's meticulous and highly observant.
Besides, what was it you said? Making it to the top is no easy feat in any profession. Anyone who's at the top of their game has to have some sort of edge over others.
It's true, but she's not the only one at the top of her game. I also am, and so are you.
I love them and they love each other.
Sure, but what's to guarantee she won't overhear us talking about her?
I mean, I don't know. She's knee deep in another conversation with Sethos right now. That being said, it is Nefer.
Don't worry. I have my methods. Sethos is distracting her.
was part of a plot. It was part of a fucking plot.
Ah, I see.
They're plotting against her. Nefer! Nefer, get the bricks ready! Greetings, sires.
Ah, fresh air. A wondrous feeling.
Naturally.
Ah, I have a sudden urge to stretch my legs. Can anyone recommend a suitable leisure activity?
I might have had some recommendations for you were this the past, but here and now, for someone who has just left prison, there could be no greater joy than simply being outside of it at last.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. This guy's a crocodile man, right? Just lie on the floor. It's full of water right now. Just lie on the floor, stretch out all your limbs, and just enjoy the feeling of just, like, being in water. Just float in the little, like, puddle that's next to you right now.
I could not agree more.
As I thought, the so-called 7 pillars of King Deshret are as underwhelming as ever.
What do you mean? Not a fan of the boys' club?
As men, as individuals, and even as gods, they are entirely undeserving of my attention.
Damn, get their ass.
Al-Akhmar once commanded me to select a king from among the people, so naturally my eyes will open only for one who is worthy.
Ugh. Can we talk about something else? It all sounds pretty complicated, and I haven't read that many storybooks.
You think this is a mere story? Well, many would also say that the journey you shared with your father is not but a tale. My life, your life, they are nothing but stories.
True.
Hmm.
She's got you there.
Little girl, it appears that you really have grown. In the past, you would have flown into a blind rage at my words, but now you are unperturbed.
Oh, it's nothing. I just feel like you're right. Getting all pissed at someone for telling the truth is pointless. It only makes me look petty.
Oh, yeah, she's right.
This alone is proof enough of your growth. You're doing well, my dear girl. You're becoming ever stronger. Strong enough to defend the people and things you hold dear.
That line in particular really made her just sound like Nicole. It does make me wonder if they share... Because obviously I know that, like, some people... who have, like, main roles will obviously be, like, re-rotated for NPCs and stuff like that, because they already have them on hand. But, like, this line specifically, I'm like, wow, that feels very Nicole.
You think so? I hope you're right.
I got... See, it's so hard because I just talk to everybody, so I'm like, ugh. Yeah. We should be fine, because I just finished the act. So. Oh, my mouse! Oh, the mouse! It's struggling. There we go. Oh, now we're in the fucking desert. Oh, Jesus. Anyway. Yay! I didn't know this was like a multi-act thing. I thought the whole thing was gonna be as all falls to emptiness. And it's like, nope. Here's the next act for that. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, sure. I think that's a good place to stop, because now we have to start the next act, and also, throat scratchy. Because of course it is. But I do want to say before we end off, I am going to be going to an event on Sunday. So, I do not know whether or not I'm going to be streaming that day, because I might just be tired and my throat might hurt and so on and so forth. So, we'll see. But something I'm interested in, and this is something I've been thinking about for a little while, particularly given that, well, no, because I was gonna say Mr. Haunted, but he doesn't have his computer yet, so he's not playing Genshin yet. But I did get I did get one of you to start playing the fucking game. I got one of you to do it! And once he gets that computer, he gonna do it too. But something I want to do, because I am so, like, high level as I am, is I think it'd be nice on, like, off days to maybe just, because I still play the game anyway, maybe to just have, like, VC open in the Discord every once in a while and be like, hey, does anyone need help farming shit? And then I can just go in and help people farm shit. I think that would be fun. I don't know if I want to do it this weekend or not. It would depend on, like, how busy I am, how available I am, how tired I am after the thing. But yeah, Sunday is up in the air. But because we're in a whole new fucking act, probably Tuesday and Friday is gonna be just Genshin. So there you go. I should be over he- Oh, I didn't move. Oh, I didn't move! Ah! Anyway. But yeah, that's that. So, probably no stream Sunday, but... Posture! Posture, for God's sakes, posture! Thank you. Remind everyone of the good posture they must have, for the good dreams they must have, for the snacks, and also because Tanari said so. Very important. Anywho, my throat hurts and I'm tired. So I am going to call it there. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I very much so appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful night and the sweetest of dreams. I will see you next time, when the nation hopefully doesn't fall apart. Maybe. Bye-bye!